It'd be pretty if not for the burning water, and the exiles, and the smell. Got a bit sloppy in that last fight. Sarah would be scolding me for bad technique.
She taught you just fine. You don't need hand-holding.
Just wish I felt steadier out here. All these new challenges.
We're making it through. Sometimes that's all you need.
Taking in the view?
It's spectacular. These sulfur pools are dumping grounds for bodies. People hide all sorts of evidence out here.
And Kadara just keeps getting worse.
My name's Cineris. One day there'll be a reckoning for all these murders. I'm trying to collect the evidence and account for the victims.
That's just bleeding heart crusader crap. I'd rather collect whatever's on the bodies and make some cash.
This is Drexel, a leech. I'd prefer to shoot him, but that would kind of go against the whole grain of my work. These cesspools are scattered everywhere. If you find any bodies in your travels, let me know. Future justice will thank you.
Or let me know, and I'll thank you right now.
Let me know when you found all the victims.
I'll be waiting too.
I read your dossier.
Dossier, huh? Fancy. So, what's it say?
That's classified.
Uh-huh. Don't start something you can't finish, Harper.
Okay, look. Not starting anything. I'm military, you're not. But we're in this together now. Only thing that counts is getting out of it. If you've got the skills to help with that, and it looks like you do, then
Then we're good?
we're good.
This body was dumped here, as Cineris claimed. I have recorded the location and relevant DNA information for any future investigation. Pathfinder, my sensors read an Andromeda plant sample nearby. Another murder victim. I have logged the relevant information. The locker contains personal items. It is registered to the Parchero.
Parchero? This is from the Solarian Ark.
So they're here.
It looks like a salvage team is hunting down these lockers, meaning there's more. The Solarians are out there somewhere. Yep, still hurts.
Another murder victim. I have logged the relevant information.
Your dad taught you to shoot, you said.
The basics. The fancy stuff I got from a Batarian merc who took pity on me. She really was something. Old as the stars. Had seen everything. Wish Sid could have met her.
There is a data pad nearby, Pathfinder.
Looks like the Collective tried to get a ransom out of the outcasts. Wonder if it worked.
The attached nav point has been removed, Pathfinder. I can't determine the exchange location.
Look at Kadara Port up there. It's like the exiles are playing King of the Mountain.
I think you mean Queen of the Mountain.
Nice work.
One down, 2 to go.
Dr. Nakamoto's lab. He did say it was heavily armed. Hostile! Stay down! Nice headshot. Outlaw. Get down! Heads up, collective! Nice headshot. Outlaw! Clean shot. Bolstering all shields. Returning now.
Don't hurt me. Please, don't shoot. I'm unarmed.
I'm not here to hurt you, Doctor.
Farinth. Dr. Arena Farinth.
I only want the Oblivion formula. Then I'll be on my way.
Ryota sent you, didn't he? With a sob story about Sloan misusing his medical breakthrough.
Something like that.
Oblivion wasn't his breakthrough, it was ours.
How do I know you're telling the truth?
Because I'm not hiding behind a false shield of morality. We always meant Oblivion to be a highly addictive drug. That it has medicinal value was a coincidence.
Then why did Dr. Nakamoto quit the Outcasts?
Ryota didn't quit. He was fired. Pushed Sloan for a bigger cut. You've had what, one conversation with him? I've known Ryota for years. Everything he does for credits.
But you're different.
I place survival above credits. Give Ryota the formula, and I'm as good as dead. Sloan will see to that.
I've seen Sloane's outfit. Not a lot of doctors. You're too valuable to kill.
She'll see it as cooperating with the enemy. Loyalty's more important to Sloan than brains.
This is getting complicated. How about we pretend I was never here?
I'll tell Sloan it was a collective attack. Thank you.
These plants produce the bacteria used in Oblivion.
So anyone with access could make Oblivion?
No, it's a complicated process. The outcasts were only successful because they had Dr. Nakamoto's formula and instructions.
Did you leave many people behind in the Milky Way?
No, parents are gone, but my old unit could still be alive.
Yeah, some of my contacts might be kicking around. Isn't it weird saying things like that while knowing you'll never see them again?
No stranger than them being 600 years older than we are.
If we're getting into the deep stuff, we need a few stiff drinks first.
You started it, you're buying.
Damn, that sky is something else.
Can I help you? We're not taking in anyone new, and the doors are all locked.
Hi there. We're not looking to cause any trouble.
Trouble is all there is on Kadara. We just want to be left alone and... Wait. I don't believe it. You look like a Pathfinder.
I take it no other Pathfinders have strayed this far?
I wish. Oh, it's good to see you. Just knowing the initiative's still out there, making it work. That means a lot.
Looks like you've got a good thing going here.
We're refugees hiding on a world of exiles. We got kicked out of the Nexus, swept away in the uprising. We weren't looking to take sides or anything. We just wanted to eat. Then we found this place. Remote, sheltered from the crazies in the Badlands, and the bedrock here filters the water. If you can spare the time, we could use your help. Speak to the others, and they'll fill you in. I'll unlock the doors.
Is he okay?
No, running a fever. Something weird bit him and he's got an infection. Usually remedies don't work on the venom.
Anything we can do for him?
Unless you can conjure up some sort of antibiotic out of thin air, I don't know. Let me know if you find some medicine.
Oh, hi there.
Something wrong?
It's just hard. Exiled from the Nexus. My mother's still back there. I never said goodbye. Have things gotten any better?
The Nexus leaders are still arguing with each other. That hasn't changed.
It's what got us into this mess. I wish I could talk to my mom, make sure she's okay. I've been trying to reach her, but our equipment's broken. Not sure it would matter. The Nexus is so far away.
Never know. I could take a look.
Would you? That would mean the world. I appreciate you looking into it.
So it's true. Pathfinders do exist. I'd offer you something to eat, but I'm afraid our food supply is tight. Waiting for these to ripen.
It's okay. We're fine. I'm surprised you managed to grow anything here.
A unique quirk of the bedrock in this area filters the water. That and a supply of UV lights. When we were exiled from the Nexus, I grabbed a crate.
That was some quick thinking.
Small details can save the day. I knew if we were going to be stranded in Helios, food would be hard to grow. We're the lucky ones. I feel sorry for the poor souls in the Badlands. A pang of guilt whenever I eat. Why don't you take a few of these UV lights with you? Maybe others can grow food too. Anything to help this miserable hellhole.
Let me know if you find some medicine.
The communications junction is out of alignment. With an adjustment, a signal could reach the Nexus.
There. Let's go see if that did the trick.
Mom?
Miria? Is that you?
Thank the goddess. Mom, are you okay?
Oh, Miria. I've been so worried I thought you were gone. Forever. But it's really you.
I'm on Kadara. I'm okay. I miss you so much, Mom.
I think about you every day, Miria. Someday we'll be reunited. There's a Pathfinder now. Ryder. He seems to know what he's doing.
It's the reason we're talking. They helped fix our equipment.
Well, give them a hug for me. This changed everything. I've got a reason to go on now.
Goodbye, Mom. We'll see each other soon. Thank you. That meant everything.
We're approaching the scavengers that stole the Angaran satellites and destroyed the search vessel.
What are the odds they'll surrender peacefully?
Less than 1%.
Nice work.
Activating automated forward station deployment. Mining zones have been added to your nav system, Pathfinder.
Launch the grenade!
Enemy down!
Scavengers chopped those missing Angaran satellites into scrap.
I'll have the Tempest retrieve what's left for transport to Aya.
No Angara here. Just our people.
One more reason for the Angara not to trust us. Returning now!
Been hiding from those outcast bastards for 3 days now. They're pulling out all the stops to get their credits back. Haven't eaten in days. So thirsty. Fuck it. I know it should be filtered, but I'm taking my chances. Water is water. Oh, God. This is...
What's up? You keep sighing.
Do I? Sorry. Sid called and asked if I can get her a timer, Metagel, and 15 pairs of socks. That can't be good.
Who put this data pad here? It's not mine. Why do things keep appearing like this?
Genocide is the intentional destruction of a given population. More information is required.
What's happening here?
Who are you? Is this your data pad? Are you one of them?
Who are you afraid of? Who is them?
Whoever's behind all this. Everyone's acting crazy, spouting all that nonsense. I can't remember how it started. I'm not even sure how I got here.
What do you mean?
Nobody's in their right mind. And there are these people, others. They showed up and they left this data pad. Ugh.
What did these people want?
If I knew, I wouldn't be asking you. I heard one of them say, "We left the data pad behind." Ugh. I'm fine now. I'm sorry to trouble you. It was nothing. Be seeing you.
Abandonment or rejection of societal goals and values. Deeper extrapolation on the matter is ongoing.
Greetings. Error. That interaction is not understood. Report logged. When a product is algebraic, it is the sum of corresponding entries of the two sequences. Further examination will be necessary.
Preemptive war is a conflict initiated with the intent of disrupting an enemy attack that is imminent.
Greetings. Error. That interaction is not understood. Report logged. Genocide is the intentional destruction of a given population. Further examination.
Greetings. Error. That interaction is not understood. Report logged.
When a product is algebraic,
They exhibit unusual brain activity. An outside signal is affecting their thought process.
What can we do for them?
Nothing immediate, though if you scan others, I may be able to locate the source of the signal. I'm detecting unusual neural activity in this person. An outside signal is interfering with their brain pattern. Further scans are required. This person shows signs of the same outside interference. I have now traced the source of the signal, marking the nav point on your map.
You're not supposed to be in here?
What the hell are you doing to those people out there?
It's an experiment.
Physically, no harm has come to them. They're fine.
What sort of people are you?
Unappreciated geniuses.
We used to work for an organization called Cerberus.
Until our boss decided he'd rather spend money on truly crazy ideas like bringing back people from the dead.
Project Lazarus. Pure voodoo.
But in Andromeda, we're our own masters, and what you saw out there, it's the birth of something amazing. A biological network.
A host of minds all linked together, connected. We're harnessing the power of consciousness to create a new kind of supercomputer.
What is Cerberus about?
Purity. We think humanity should chart its own course, free of alien laws or the morality designed to hold us back.
Our boss was straying from the path, lost his focus. He and that Lawson woman were recruiting all the wrong people. Friends in low places.
Andromeda is a chance for a do-over. Humanity should call the shots here. The rest can follow our lead.
What exactly is this experiment doing to those people out there?
The right energy focused at the right frequency can entrain a person's consciousness. The mind is ultimately just electromagnetic patterns.
You mean mind control?
Those people were banished. They're criminals. They were using their minds to make trouble anyway. We thought we'd make better use.
And now, by linking them together, they're like a living computer, but working at the speed of thought. Similar to the computer you've got in your head.
What are you doing on Kadara?
The Badlands is a perfect place to do the work that needs to be done. Must be done.
Against all these new threats in Andromeda, it's vital we find an edge for humanity.
Enough of this. Sam?
I've located the control for the signal. It will shut the experiment down.
We can't stop you, but those people depend on the signal now. Their minds need it to function. Leave them be.
How do we shut this experiment down, Sam?
I can tune the signal against the scientists as punishment, freeing the people. The victims will likely suffer complications as a result. Or I can alter the nature of the signal to ease the victim's predicament, and lock the system from further changes.
Or I could just walk away and do nothing. Turn the signal against these bastards. Make it hurt.
What did you do? What's happening? The river Styx runs through this level of hell, and in it are punished the wrathful and the gloomy. The former are forever lashing out.
At each other piecemeal with their teeth. The latter are gurgling in the black mud, slothful and sullen, withdrawn from the world.
The river Styx runs through this level of hell, and in it are punished the wrathful and the gloomy. The former are forever lashing out.
At each other piecemeal with their teeth. The latter are gurgling in the black mud, slothful and sullen, withdrawn from the world.
The river Styx runs through this level of hell, and in it are punished the wrathful and the gloomy. The former are forever...
At each other piecemeal with their teeth. The latter are gurgling in the black mud.
Lost, so lost. Never find our way. No light. No guiding light.
Where did it go? Who has the voice? Oh, so lost. Where is the light?
Sometimes on these trips, my mind wanders. Suddenly I'm daydreaming that Kalos is a spy leading a crazy double life.
Seems more in character for you. You seemed at home on Kadara. Very at home.
I should. I lived that kind of life for years. You don't look okay with that.
I am. Just not the idea of losing you to someone like Sloan or Reyes. Too many good people have gone off the grid.
Mining zones have been added to your nav system, Pathfinder.
Headshot!
Last known location of this Johann guy. Hopefully Remy's inside. And alive.
Warden said Johann ran a nasty crew. Don't expect a warm welcome.
You don't think they're gonna invite us in for coffee?
Headshot!
All right, let's find Remy. Are you all right?
They were going to eat me.
I know.
They brought a group of us here from the slums, said we'd be safe. I'm the only one left.
You survived. That's what matters.
I'm not even supposed to be out here. I paid my protection fee.
I know. The outcast who wrongly kicked you out of Kadara Port. He sent me.
Are they going to let me back in?
At the very least. Grayson, I found Remy. We need a pickup.
Thank God. I'll send a shuttle right away.
Thank you so much. Thank you. I thought I was going to die here. I thought I was going to die here.
You know, the freelancer's life does have its charms.
So Kadara's tempting you then?
Got into this life because I had to. I'm good at it, but that doesn't mean it's good for me. Or Sid. That's why we came out here. Options.
Oh yes, endless options. Sand or ice, scourge or murder aliens.
Yes, well. You said your parents were gone, Cora. What happened?
Don't know. While I was away on training, their cargo freighter disappeared in the Attican Traverse. I looked for them every time I was posted that way. Nothing.
That's rough.
Not everything gets tied up in a bow.
Signs of civilization. I wouldn't mind a break. Ugh, they're very dead.
I don't see signs of an attack.
Scanning the bodies could provide a clue. Blackened stomach and ulceration, consistent with poisoning by sulfuric acid. Most likely from consuming Kadara's water without proper filtration.
The Angara have lived on Kadara longer than us. They'd know better than to drink unfiltered water.
I suggest we examine the town's water supply. Someone has tampered with the filter. The Angara ingested only enough sulfuric acid to be lethal over time.
But not enough that they'd notice right away.
Premeditated murder.
We should keep looking around. See if we can find more about who's responsible. Quite the menu. It's encrypted. Sam, can you get us in?
Yes. One moment, please. This log belonged to Skylar Yafir, an Angara who lived here.
Final log, Sam.
Some of the aliens have set up shelter not far from here. They call it Charybdis Point. A band of them came today demanding we hand over our water filters. Karina and the others were able to drive them off, but I fear the desperate look in their eyes.
These exiles could be the ones who tampered with the water filters.
People have killed for less.
Play the first log, Sam.
More and more aliens keep showing up. They are desperate, dirty things who will pay anything for a slab of Ardhi and clean water. I thought all was lost when the Ket invaded, but maybe our luck's changing.
Let's hear the second log.
Today, I caught one of the aliens studying our filtration system. I had Karina and her sisters guard the facility. If these exiles learn how to make their own water filters, they won't need us anymore.
That's enough.
SOS! An emergency situation has arisen. Please trace this signal back to source. Immediate assistance is required.
I have located the source of the SOS, marking the nav point on your map.
I know what you meant before about not having closure. Our dad, mine and Sid's, left when she was only a toddler. Never found out why. But his reasons didn't matter. Only Sid mattered.
She was lucky to have you.
No sense wondering why you were dealt that particular hand. Better to just play the round.
Undocumented mineral nearby, Pathfinder.
Another memory trigger?
Yes, though my memory array remains locked. Additional triggers are required. Pathfinder, my scans indicate this site may be worth searching for Angaran relics. This may be an Angaran musical instrument.
Let's show it to Avela.
Hey, Cora. Can we talk?
About Ryder?
Yes. No. About you and me and Ryder. I don't want to lose a friend over him, but...
Me neither. But I know...
Spirits. Awkward.
Okay, spirits. Good call. We'll get a drink after. Talk properly.
Right. Maybe when Ryder's not eavesdropping.
Check it out. Someone got our SOS.
No shit. It worked?
got your SOS. What's the emergency?
Oh, well, it's not like life or death or anything. It's just our plant over there is dying.
What the hell makes a plant so important?
It's how we make a living out here. Our plant, well, has medicinal properties.
Medicinal. Yeah, that sounds good.
And we sell it to, customers who need, medicinal assistance.
Yeah, but our heat lamp UV thing broke and it's gonna die. And you look like the clever type. Well, maybe you could find one?
I've got a light for your plant.
Seriously? Wow, in the middle of nowhere. Awesome. This'll do it.
And hey, feel free to take a sample with you, if you ever need to fight off an infection or...
Be quiet, man.
This plant appears to have unique pharmacological characteristics. It can act as a powerful antibiotic. However, at much higher doses it may produce psychoactive effects.
So they weren't completely lying about it. This could help that sick guy back in the Nexus refuge.
So how did you learn to do these things? Doesn't sound like you had a lot of help.
I didn't. And the answer is I made a lot of mistakes. Made mistakes, survived, got angry, got up, and learned not to do it again. That's something nobody could have helped me with. I had to figure it out for myself.
Interesting.
Thing is, not everything works for everyone. You gotta find your own way. And I know what mine is.
Gotta say, I admire what you've done. For yourself and for Sid.
Pathfinder, we are nearing Karabdis Point, the exile camp mentioned in Yafir's logs.
We should talk to whoever's in charge and search the area for clues.
Pathfinder, this is the murder site Mr. Vidal asked you to investigate. Pathfinder, then Terev claimed he buried the Ket transponder near this location.
Reyes, I'm at the crime scene.
Great. I've got intel on our dead guy. Krogan male. Went by the name of ZR. His frontal plate was pried off before he was shot to death.
They wanted him to suffer.
Brutal and personal. Someone's got a grudge.
Do your scanning thing. Look for anything that might lead us to the killer.
Be right there.
Angaran blood. Matches your Rokar theory, Reyes.
DNA cannot identify political affiliations.
It's a start.
Angaran blood. Matches your Rokar theory, Reyes.
DNA cannot identify political affiliations.
Keep scanning. We need hard evidence.
These footprints are distinctly Angaran.
I count at least 3 attackers. The tracks make it look like an ambush.
Fits the Rokar profile.
These footprints are distinctly Angaran.
I count at least 3 attackers. The tracks make it look like an ambush.
Fits the Rokar profile.
All right. Keep an eye out for anything that might be connected to the poisoned Angara.
Welcome to Caribdis Point. Name's Malix. You looking for a place to hole up? Got some open beds. Food and clean water cost extra.
I'm just looking around.
Look all you like. Just don't make trouble.
One of your neighbors was murdered.
ZR's dead?
Very. Know anything that could help me track his killer?
No. ZR had a habit of shooting anyone who got close to his lawn. Still, grumpy bastard had his uses. People think twice about robbing you when there's a Krogan next door.
My squad and I came across an Angaran town not far from here. The inhabitants were poisoned. Their water filters had been tampered with.
Nasty way to go.
I found a log that mentioned trouble with this camp. Know anything about that?
Can't say I do, I just sell beds.
And clean water?
I don't like what you're implying, Pathfinder. Either rent a bed or get the fuck out. Please. Welcome back.
You get a lot of business out here?
Our establishment might not look like much, but spend a few nights in the Badlands and we're practically Hotel Azure. Clean beds, warm grub, and the only place for miles with properly filtered water. Serious amenities on Kadara.
How'd you end up on Kadara?
Followed Sloane from the Nexus, but couldn't pay her protection fees. No fancy port for me.
She forced you out?
Those are the rules. Can't pay the fees, can't live on the mountain. First few months were tough. No water, no weapons to hunt. I really thought I was gonna die out here.
You obviously pulled through.
I didn't travel 600 years to starve to death. I found other exiles. Put the strength in numbers theory to the test. Thus, Caribdis Point was born.
I better get going.
See you around.
Pathfinder. Venturev claimed he buried the Ket transponder near this location.
Found it.
That's a mess.
The transponder's power source is drained.
So let's juice it up. Turn it on, then Gil can work his magic.
Once complete, this should provide us with the Archon's location, and in turn, Meridian's.
We're one step closer to building a home in Helios.
Oh yeah, hard part's totally behind us.
Pathfinder, Reyes still needs your help investigating the murders in Kadara Port. Water filters. The make and design matches those found in the Angaran town.
Guess it was too much to hope exiles weren't involved.
The evidence is pretty damning.
Hey. You just couldn't leave it alone.
These filters. You stole the design from the Angara, didn't you?
This doesn't concern you. Walk away. Before you can't.
I won't ask again. Where did you get the filter designs?
There's a history here you wouldn't understand.
Try me.
We couldn't pay Sloane's protection fees, so she forced us out. We came to the Angara for help. Starving. Dying. But instead of being decent, those flapheads bled us dry. Credits. Clothes. Weapons. They took everything.
Not everything. You survived. You set up here.
The Angara are the only ones who know how to properly filter this planet's water. All we wanted was to be self-sufficient. I offered to pay for the designs. They refused.
So you poisoned them.
And took all their business.
I won't let you get away with this.
Figured you'd say that. Kill them.
Watch out!
At least the Angara got some justice.
So many lives lost. What a waste.
The Angaran footprints lead this way.
See where they go.
Knife. Killer must have dropped it during the getaway. Something's carved into the blade.
It's Shalash, the Angaran trade language. A home filled with strangers becomes a prison.
Sounds pretty Rokar.
This inscription, along with the DNA and footprints, supports the theory proposed by Mr. Vidal, Pathfinder.
Let's pay our local Rokar a visit.
You know where they are?
I wasn't sitting on my ass this whole time. I'm looking at the place right now.
Send me the coordinates. These murders stopped today.